Alright, just going back here, let's just use the super adapter to get over this. Just to make it quickly and easily get across there. Where can I demonstrate a good area for a special weapon? Noise Crush, as I should mention that, like, as you can see I absorbed the shot from the wall. It does actually more damage when it does that, obviously, as you can probably tell. Bigger equals more damage, and that's always the case. Apparently, in Mega Man games, it's always the case. Noise Crush is actually the boss's weakness in this place, but once again, I'm just gonna defeat with the Mega Buster. Wait, what? Okay, that time... That time... I don't know, my controller must be broken or something. I don't know. So occasionally, it does, like, either linger inputs, like it'll sometimes hold left or right, even though I let go of it long time ago. That was kind of stylish. Okay, fine. Let's go on a stylish run. Let's go on. We can get hit if we want. It's just we want stylish. We want stylish. No, I want stylish. I want to look stylish. That meant, like, there's a lot of enemies where, like, it wouldn't be too bad with special weapons, I guess. It's just that, like, it seems like you need to get hit, and that's what I really hate about some areas in Mega Man games. It's not just this game. There's a lot of games that do that. Hello? Menuing. So I don't think that's a place where it seems like you have to get hit or anything. It's just, there's a lot of areas like that. Okay, we've established this ceiling right here is really glitchy. You can't actually move left or right on it, which is also weird. That downward path we're not gonna take. We're just gonna take this path. I think we've also hit the checkpoint, so at least there's something good that came out of this. I'm not gonna trust you. There's all the tanks right there. The S-Tank, pretty much the same thing as the M-Tank in I guess it's like the Mystery Tank or the Mega Tank or something in Mega Man 5. It heals not only you but also your weapons, and it's not as slow as Mega Man 5 where it does everything individually. It just all goes up at once, which that's definitely something that can be appreciated, at least for me. So anyways, the boss here is weak to Noise Crush. Like I said, I forget what the Japanese symbols on its on the white parts up there where he's shooting the bombs right now, what they're supposed to be, or what they're supposed to mean, or translate to, or whatever. Sorry, I don't speak Japanese, and I don't feel like doing any research right now. I'm kind of in the middle of the game right now. This boss can be kinda hectic, but like not really. As long as you remember generally what to do. That was kinda close. And you can also have close calls if you, even if you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Also, sometimes, it's not always the case, but it seems like whenever you're charging, right here, it's like lags. It like lags like hell. I don't know why. And when he throws down the bombs, you're still charging, it lags too. Just remember to jump over this laser thing. Not even sure what the laser thing's supposed to be. You know, is it supposed to have like invincibility frames? Because it's a little unclear how long they last, or if he does have them at all, which I'm pretty sure he does. It's kind of a wily boss. Usually, most wily bosses have invincibility frames. When I like here how he actually like sinks into the ground, or rather past the ground into like the abyss, sort of. But then he just disappears whatsoever. He disappears whatsoever. That makes sense, I swear. It made sense in my head. Have I mentioned, have I given Otto back his, bolt? Hey. It's like, hey, what's up? That's my bolt, thanks, it fits perfectly. Screwing it in. Screwing it in. Now you got a jingle, which is cool, but like, it's just, why? Look, a new item just for you. Can now make items using half the normal number of bolts. So yeah, that's plus. That's a plus, but we can get Rush Jet. But what is this, Rush Search right here? The Hyper Rocket Buster, that's the one we got for the homing missiles on the thing. So we pretty much have everything here. Anyways, enough demonstrating the shop, there's nothing left to show. It's time for the final level of the game! A straight path down. Because that's all this level is, really, just a downward spiral into madness. Or until the last boss of the game, I don't know. Either way it works. Anyways, first up, Freeze Man. Let's use the Junk Shield, that's his weakness. Now, I'm gonna show off the weaknesses in this area of the game, where we rematch the bosses. That was a really sloppy boss. Like, you do have to get really close to him, so I guess that can be a problem sometimes. When fighting Slash Man, I think he said he's weak to both the Freeze Cracker and, to some degree, the Scorch Wheel, but not as much. He, when fighting him with the, Freeze Cracker, which is what we're gonna do, you should probably hit him with the Mega Buster shot, because the thing is, with the Mega Buster, you can hit him twice before he leaves, but with the Freeze Cracker, once the first time you hit him, he'll leave and start doing the egg attack. However, we'll use that to our advantage. Well, not the Freeze Cracker, but the Mega Buster. How we can hit him the first time, it'll think, okay, he'll probably hit him one more time with it. However, nope, this time we're going to use the Freeze Cracker, and that's... So we can hit him twice per round, one of which is with his weakness. I also like how, as you saw with Freeze Man, how there was sort of like a specific animation, or like a thing with him, or a quirk, I guess, where once he got hit with his weakness, he yeah, like he got quirky. That's it. He got quirky. Now, that's the case for every Robot Master, or at least to some degree. We're gonna fight Junkman with the cool explosions. He's weak to Thunderbolt from Cloudman. And as you can see, he gets locked into a pattern. It's not really a tough pattern either. And that's all there is to that. Next up, Cloudman. We were just talking about you. Not really, but your weapon at least. He is weak to the Danger Rat from Burst Man. Wait till he stops splashing, but before he uses his Thunder attack, or else he'll become invincible briefly. Just make sure he doesn't even get an attack in. I like how you burst his cloud when you hit him with his weakness here. Yeah, once again, locked in a pattern or just an animation. That's how you can tell that the Robot Master is weak to that. It's time for Turbo Man. Weak to the Noise Crush from was it Shade Man? From Shady Man. And that's it. Time for Spring Man, weak to the Slash Claw from Slash Man. Makes sense. If you can get him right here... No, I guess I missed it. Let's see if we can get him. It has to be like timed really well just to not let him get an attack in. This kind of sucks. Let's see if we can time it. Aw. Oh, we got it! We got hit in the process, but we got it. Oh, that was pretty epic. I'll admit that. I recommend maybe if you're doing it for the first time, not using a Wild Coil on Shade Man. Although we'll use it anyways because why not? Because there are some health refills. Like I said, he doesn't go quite as high. I think partially because of the ceiling. But damn, we missed it. Holding up on that's to show that it can like bounce higher. Anyways, we still got about half a bar of Wild Coil. We're gonna get more again with the refills. Time to use Scorch Wheel on Burst Man. That's kind of hard to do. Although I guess you can use these bouncy things on the sides to get close to him really quickly. Let's see if that works. I guess to some degree. Though we get caught in the bubbles, it's pretty much like you just lose a crap ton of ammo. He's also equally weak to Freeze Cracker, which is kind of weird. He doesn't show an animation for it, like a specific one. He does still release a lot of bombs, and I tried to shoot more, but the game wouldn't let me because I ran out. I guess that's why you probably shouldn't fight him with Scorch Wheel. Making Scorch Wheel kind of a pointless weapon, all things considered. The only boss supposed to be weak to him is also equally weak to something else, and it's easier to hit him with the other thing. So, what? See? Equally weak. The cool thing is, when you have a special weapon, well, like when you're caught in these bubbles, it doesn't really matter how much you're shooting out, as long as you're mashing. It doesn't like, even if you're not shooting out that much, because let's say your special weapon can only like have one at a time on screen, which makes sense. It still registers you as popping the bubble or trying to pop the bubble. So there's at least that. Anyways, let's fill up Wild Coil. As we all know, this is what the run has been amounting to. Trying to do the rest without E-Tanks, not too much of a challenge. This, though. Let's just go. I do like this boss music. Well, I mean, yeah, this was one for MASH, but... You know. You know. Also, very festive, Dr. Wily. A sombrero on it. Now this phase of his of the battle is weak to Thunderbolt, so you can get that. Although I'm not going to use any because I don't feel like it. Right here, you can mash these guys to death. You can also use Junk Shield. That's another pretty good weapon to use. Now right here, every time he jumps, the side of the room he lands on is based on wherever you are, like which side you're closer to as he jumps. So, just make sure you're on the side of the room that you want him to be on, and then switch sides so that he won't land on you. And you'll just take a lot of damage. You want to take as little damage as possible, if not at all. Or if any at all. Just as little as possible, you know. Better get rid of those mini-me's there. Or else he'll just jump at you, and it's almost unavoidable. It's not totally unavoidable. It's just considering the position you're in while fighting these guys, it's likely you're going to get hit by the jump towards you. Anyways, I'd suggest going to the Mega Buster, holding B, then switching to Wild Coil, because somebody thought, hey, you know, let's have one more Wily form. Let's make it insanely hard. And let's make you have barely enough of his true weakness. Now for each position he can appear on screen, there's a different way to dodge it. Some more reliable than others. Now, as you can see, the Scorch Wheel effects from Scorchman, no, Turbo Man, have finally taken in effect, as well as the freezing effects from Freeze Man with the blue spheres that I hopefully don't want to show. I really don't want to show it off, just because, yeah, because they kind of do damage, if you couldn't tell. The yellow ones are the least bad, just because they only do damage. The blue ones not only do damage, but freeze you and leave you vulnerable to another attack unless you mash the button fast enough. And the red one obviously burns you, and if you don't mash fast enough, which, considering you probably are using Wild Coil right now, if you mash too much, you're likely going to use some Wild Coil, and that's why it's probably the worst idea to mash. Just take the hit and use an energy tank if you really want. Although I'm not going to. So you can see I've almost got Wily down. Yeah, for those of you that couldn't trust me that I'd beat it, what? For those of you that didn't think I was able to beat this without any tanks, yeah, that was close. Some of these dodges are kind of close, depending on the position he is on screen. I have different names for the dodges. Some of them the simple dodge, some of them the funny dodge, some of them the RNG dodge, because it's pretty much RNG whether you get it or not. That being said, that's Mega Man 7. I'm done. Stupid boss. Okay, I give up. Sorry about all the trouble. I'll go quietly. I don't trust you, Wily. I gonna do what I should have done years ago. That's right, I gonna do it indeed. You forget, Mega Man. Robots cannot harm humans. It's true. In the Japanese version, he stopped and didn't shoot Wily. Although here, I am more than a robot. Die, Wily! Although, again, in the Japanese version, he just kind of backed down by then. Here, he's actually determined to do it, still. And Wily gets captured. Boink. Come on, approach him, hit him. Hit him. No, trouble! Just teleports Wily with him. Too late, Mega Man. He who hesitates is lost. We shall return. And Mega Man is getting hit with debris, and yet he still manages to recover and escape. You know, I feel like there's some sort of function in the castle that dictates that when Wily is defeated, the castle must explode. And in Mega Man 7, you have to show the best possible ending to any Mega Man game ever. Just walking away from the fiery castle with really awesome music. Probably some of the best in this game, just this music track alone. Anyways, final thoughts about this game. I do think that it's overhated, but I do still think that a lot of the criticisms towards it are warranted. Just sometimes I think they're a bit exaggerated by a lot of fans of the classic series before this game. Generally, the pace is slower. Yes, I'll admit that. The cutscenes can linger on, and with a lot of dialogue that you can't skip, you sort of have to watch the text scroll slowly. It's kind of inconsistent what you can skip and what you have to watch slowly go by, or some text goes faster than others. It's really weird. This finale here, 2 meters 50 centimeter man. I like that guy. But I like all the names in this credit. But anyways, that brings me to another point about the credits. It goes on for a bit too long, the credits. Although we've already beaten the final boss, so it's not too intrusive, I'd say. So I guess I'll give it a pass, considering you don't really need to watch the credits to play more of the game. Although it is worth noting that it can go on for a while. So, I do like a lot of the level design. A lot of it is pretty well thought out. If not, that one jump with the low ceiling might be a bit glitchy. I think a lot of it is well thought out. The weapons, I think, the first half of the weapons are okay, like before you go to the Robot Museum. The other four are, well, actually, I don't know. Freeze Cracker is kinda meh. It's an aimable, pretty much charged shot, essentially. You could break into 6 pieces, but still, it's kind of not that powerful. It's kind of just a plain shooting thing, although aimable, again. The Thunderbolt is not even that aimable. It's pretty much a charged Mega Buster shot, and that's it. What else? The Danger Wrap can come in use sometimes. It can be interesting to play around with. You can actually like bat enemies around in like the bubbles that you put them in for how much time they can stay in those bubbles. But it's on its own, it's not the best weapon. I don't know. Again, it's kind of situational. A lot of enemies are also immune to it, so you just got to keep track of what enemies are and what aren't. The Rush Adapter, I do like the Super Adapter. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily as good as like the combined 2 in Mega Man 6, although you can't get both of them in Mega Man 6, so that at least this one kind of combines them, nerfs it slightly. Actually, I think it makes the power part better because you have better range. However, the jet part isn't quite as good, I'd say. I think the one in Mega Man 6 was pretty awesome. We're pretty much done the credit roll now. Bass and treble. Looks very similar to Mega Man X, where he like looks in the distance on a cliff. And Capcom all staff, sure. Should I say the music is really good. It's different from other Mega Man games, but I do think that there are good tracks. And if you were to take this game alone, like not compared to other Mega Man games, I think it would be a pretty good game. That's just me. Again, some of what I'm saying can be echoing Gemini Laser's sort of review of Mega Man 7, although I do think that, like, a lot of these things are true. Really, he does have some good opinions, and I think that a lot of it makes sense, like where he's coming from. I think that everybody overreacts and is saying that this is where the series went to shit. Although the final boss and a lot of difficult sections are kind of dumb, just because of how difficult they are. Although other earlier points, like earlier points in the classic series, earlier games had really difficult parts that nobody complains about that much. But anyways, I think I'm done here. For me, the music's pretty good. I'd still say I like the other Mega Man games better, but the music is still really good. Again, this track is pretty awesome. I'd say this track itself can beat a lot of other Mega Man tracks. So I think I'm done for my Mega Man March Break thing right now. If I were to play another Mega Man game, I'd probably skip to Mega Man 9 and 10. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'll go back to Mega Man 8 and Mega Man in Base one day. Just not right now. I think I'm gonna play some Legend of Zelda, the original one for the NES, at some point in this break. Just because I have a lot of free time on my hands. Because why not? Anyways, so once again, I think that this game is pretty good on its own right. Compared to the other Mega Man games, it's iffy, and I'm kind of repeating myself, but I'm trying to get my point across. Anyways, I'll see you guys later, where we'll do something else. Maybe blind, maybe not blind, maybe the Legend of Zelda I was talking about. We'll see. I'll see you guys later.